maybe take a few days off and just get away from basketball, maybe go sit on the beach somewhere and just relax and just decompress. Sometimes that type of reset, it helps you get back locked in. And now you come back in the playoffs, and now you back to your old self.
I agree with D Mills. The only thing that I wish, like as the coach in me, as a fan, I love that it's this close. But the coach in me would like it if we knew who we were playing. So now not only are we able to rest, but we already game planning for this matchup or that matchup. The Mavericks, they're kind of
they know theirs.
They know the Clippers.
So they can start to do that.
That is 100%. There's no wiggle room.
A lot of these other teams, when you talk about the resting and all that, you would love to be able to rest and start the game planning, which is, again, I know from a player coach perspective, that's a little tough. But for the Clippers, you lock in. The Mavericks, you lock in on the Clippers. You rest, you start to get your game plan and try to figure out if there's anything that you can anticipate, which we'll see. Playoff basketball is different. The Clippers could come out and do something that the Clippers, based on Ty Lue's response last night, they really worried about Kawhi.
Oh, his name.
Somebody asked Ty Lue yesterday about Kawhi. B.A. Turner asked Ty Lue if Kawhi Leonard will be playing in Game 1. Ty Lue responded, "That is what we want to see." Asked again by BT. These are like beat writers for the Clippers, so I don't really know the full names. Lou replied, "Hopefully he will be playing." So, not the.
That's not it.
He don't have a for sure answer.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Does he? Could this be chess?
But also,
No.
I feel like Kawhi's medical team is very good at keeping stuff in
With the history of Kawhi Leonard, you can't afford to play chess.
I agree with Mike.
You can't afford to play chess.
Playing
I don't
chess
think.
right
Wait,
now.
wait. What do you mean you can't afford to play chess though?
It just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah,
Why would you
wouldn't.
play chess with something that's so like delicate?
And I was gonna say, I
Because
don't think
it's-
you hear like he could possibly play a Game 1 or anything like that off the knee swelling, and you're like really excited for a fan because that could be only a 1 or 2 game thing before he gets the same thing and he's right back out.
What is he gaining from it, KB?
He's saying like, "Hey, Jason Kidd and them, they might be trying to."
I think they're prepared for it either way. I think they're prepared for it
Jason
either way.
Kidd be caught off guard before.
Nah,
No,
ain't
you
catching
can't 2
off
days
guard with
before
that.
be like, okay, Kawhi's healthy, and then they just panic.
Yeah, I agree.
They already ready.
They're not, no matter what, they're not going to game plan that you don't have Kawhi. So,
But I think if Kawhi is playing, your game plan is dramatically different than if he's not. So
I think you come in with
if you
two.
leave the door open for either way, then that means that Jason Kidd has to do double the work. We need a game plan for if Kawhi is playing, and we need a game plan for if he's not playing. So that's what I mean by chess.
we're focusing on the Kawhi play.
That's what I'm thinking. It's
Well,
more
I
so about
don't give a
Kawhi.
damn
I
about
don't
the
think-
game plan without
I'm
him.
saying that whether he's playing or not, he might already know the answer. But what I'm saying, he might know the answer, but he might not tell the media because what benefit does he have to tell them?
What benefit did he have to
It can make it so that Jason Kidd and his
But I
staff
don't.
has to
He's
put
not.
2
Jason
coaches
Kidd is not
there.
doing that, bro.
You don't think he's putting two
No,
things?
no, that's
then I think
overthinking.
that's an asshole of a coach.
That's
I
overthinking.
think
We're
he is.
preparing for Kawhi Leonard. That's not
But
an
if he-
asshole of a
but
coach.
if he is
I'm
not
preparing
playing-
for Kawhi Leonard. We love our. If he's not playing, that's going to be some simple adjustments versus
that is
him not playing.
That is not true.
That is true.
That is not true.
So you think them not playing with Kawhi is just as them? Just as
No, but it's just a different scheme. It's a different way to defend. It's a
But what
different
would you much
everything.
rather have? It's an easier
obviously.
role. Right.
But you still
It's
have to
an
game plan for both.
It's an easier adjustment to playing without him.
But it's still an adjustment, right?
It is an
that you
adjustment.
need
It is
to
an
plan
adjustment.
for.
Nobody said it's not an
That-
adjustment.
I am
If
saying that
Kawhi
you
is
need
not
to plan
playing-
for it regardless.
If Kawhi is not playing, I don't think it's going to be a big of a disadvantage to we already game plan.
Y'all are misinterpreting what I'm saying.
I understand the
We
game plan.
understand
We
exactly
understand
what
the
you're
game
saying.
plan. I just think
We
it's just
understand
not.
exactly what you're saying. But
it's
to
not
think
as
he's sitting up
relevant
there
as
with
I
2
think we're trying to get to.
But you
Okay,
still
this is
need
for
to.
when Kawhi
That's all
don't
I'm
play.
Okay,
saying.
he's going to have 2 game plans. Okay, he
And
has
that
the
is
2
what
game
brings
plans.
That's
to
so
the
fucking
original
obvious. Why
point.
would you be arguing that? Move that to the side.
The
We're
origi-
focusing on Kawhi playing.
What-
Point blank, period. If he's
I
not
might be-
playing,
I might
we're
be
going to go
losing
out
my
there
mind.
and we happy. You overthinking. And then that's not what Jason Kidd and I'm going to be doing. We're preparing to
You're-
see Kawhi.
This whole
point
thing,
blank, period.
This whole thing where you have 2 teams that are very, very similar. The mind games, the planning, all of this matters more than almost anything.
You're not saying nothing
there
we don't know.
is no such thing as
We not
overthinking
saying-
when you're
yes,
when
it
you're
is. Yes, it is.
No,
Yes, it is.
No,
There
not
is
for a playoff series.
There is a such thing as overthinking.
Can you give me an example?
What you doing right now?
But like a real example.
What you?
The
this is
Draymond
really
shit
simple.
when he was like they just left Jaylen Brown over.
Playoffs.
I felt like that was kind of over.
Playoffs.
I think that's a playoff scenario. It might not have been a playoff, but that's a
They did
playoff
that
scenario.
they did that in the finals and it worked.
But he
They let him beat them and then they won by trapping Tatum.
And
That's not overthinking. They won a championship that way.
What you say?
They won a championship by leaving Jaylen Brown open. We're going to send 2-way Jason Tatum every single time. They did the exact same thing, and in that one game, Jaylen Brown hit 7 threes. But in the finals, they did that exact thing. And that made people think, oh, is Jaylen Brown better than Jason Tatum? No, they didn't guard, bro.
Well, first and foremost,
We weren't saying that, but I'm saying in general.
First and foremost, but to me,
That's not overthinking because that game plan worked before.
But what he was saying was in the backfire, you leaving a all NBA player open, and now he boom. Now,
But it's not overthinking because it's worked in a 7-game series is my point.
I mean, yeah, but it also worked in a sense where it came back to backfire.
In
And
terms of,
Draymond
like,
said
they'd
that
rather
they
give up
tried
their shot,
to,
but-
though it's not the finals or the playoffs, Draymond said they tried to do it to see if there could be something that they could have later on.
Yeah,
Which to me, if we had already did it and we already won a championship, why are we
he
even?
knows he's not making it to the finals.
So that seems like so again.
It is funny that they were prepared, trying to test something for the finals.
And based off what he's saying, it already worked. So why are they still? What is that about?
It's not only just that they're testing it. I don't know if y'all remember game 2 of that series. They were trying to get in Jaylen Brown's head.
Yeah.
And then this was them trying to do it again, but like, man, we don't give a damn about whether or not you take the shots or not. And Jaylen Brown hit the shots, and then
I
blew
feel
him
like,
out.
and if I just remember correctly, in the finals they were trapping a lot of Tatum, but Jaylen Brown, I'm pretty sure Draymond was on him most of the part. He's playing just one-on-one.
And
he's playing one-on-one defense.
Jaylen Brown won them a game in game 2. Jaylen Brown won them the game in game 2.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown was their best player that series.
Won them the game in game
because of
2.
the
They was
because
trapping
they
him.
iced Tatum out
And
of the game.
and they didn't mop the flow with them. That went 6, right?
Yeah, it went 6.
They went 6.
Regardless, the game plan worked.
No, for
I mean,
sure.
you get
And
the
they got
ring,
that
For
extra
sure, but I do think there's a such thing as being able to overthink. I don't think that's out of the question for anybody. Now, if you ask me off the top of my head, I don't have a shitload of things that I'm just prepared to answer that with. But I wouldn't sit on this couch and say there's no such thing as overthinking for an NBA coach in a playoff series. I'm sure a bunch of people might do some research and we may see some examples in
Drop
the
in the
comments.
Some
section.
schemes
So-
that coaches overthought.
It don't have to be
The
scheme related.
overthinking shit is when they had Rubio guarding James Harden from the back to prevent the step back. That's overthinking.
I think that was slightly overthinking. Yeah.
For sure. And I don't think overthinking always has to be some
Yeah.
built out plan. It could just be, hey, I'm sitting him because overthinking is anything. It don't have to be we designed this entire well planned out scheme for hours to overthink. Overthinking could be shit. He got 2 fouls right now. We're finna sit him. And you sit him for too long. Overthinking could be Joe Mazzulla
I'm
not
trying
using
to-
his timeouts.
I'm trying
Overthinking
to
could be
remember
any of
that.
this shit.
No, I
Joe
completely
Mazzulla not
agree.
using his
I don't
timeouts.
think-
That's overthinking.
I don't think the
I
overthink
feel like
has
that's
to
not
be
thinking.
complicated, like you say. You can
But
have the
he
simple
might not be
overthink.
using them because he's like,
Yeah.
shit, I don't want to fuck up the flip. But what you say, my fault?
No,
'Cause
I
know Phil
completely
Jackson
agree.
is,
I don't think
not
you
a
have to
timeout.
be like. There's a lot of times where you make a simple thing, but you was probably overthinking it because you're over. It's the overcompensation part, is which I think is the main thing.
But yeah, I would. My focus, if I was Jason Kidd in the Mavericks, we're not going to be blindsided by trying to game plan for Kawhi not being there. Because even if he's not there for game 1, we're going to assume that at some point he's coming back into this series. And if we go into a game prepared for Kawhi and he don't play, we still
I was like,
confident in
that's
what we
like
got.
the icing, I
Yeah,
guess.
we still confident in what we
not.
got.
Is the determining factor for y'all? Because this is the only series that we know for sure.
The Bucks. All right, this is like not a cap or no cap, but like I'm gonna talk to you. The Bucks got to make it past the first round this season, right?
Hell yeah. There's no way in hell you have Giannis Antetokounmpo and
It's been 2 seasons.
Well, that's the thing that they don't have Giannis.
he hasn't been healthy, so
I'm saying though, even if he's not healthy, you can't go 3 or 4 years in a row and being like he ain't healthy. Chris Middleton got these ankle things. Him and Damon Giannis ain't really do shit this summer.
Giannis did look dominant in that preseason game, though.
He's
As long as Giannis,
Giannis is always
on that court, they
Bobby
should
Portis.
have the first round rep.
but Bobby gonna get his ISOs too on that right wing.
So let's take it up a notch. What is the expectation? What do they have to do?
Conference finals and NBA finals is the only expectations of that team. You
So
don't
if they-
trade away all those picks.
So if they get
that.
bounced in the second round, what are we
Failure.
talking about?
I would say it's a failure of a season
You're
two.
looking at.
I'm agreeing, but what do we do? Are we just saying it's a failure and we do it again? What's going on? They've had the same team for a while besides the
I mean,
Dame
your
shit.
most valuable asset is Damian Lillard at that point. So then you probably gonna have to try to dangle him around, see what you can get.
That's
or-
what you would do?
You're not getting shit for Brook Lopez or Chris Middleton.
That's what I'm
I'm
mad
just-
about is and this could be like they try to get offers of Brook Lopez and they just didn't like anything. But they really feel like Brook Lopez is still going to give them a great year and that's going to boost their chances.
But even I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. Brook is like, I know we talk Bron obviously because he's a superpower, it's like superhuman. Brook has not fell off one bit. 3 years ago, I came on this podcast. One of my bold predictions was that Brook Lopez was gonna fall off. That was 3 years
I'm
ago.
calling it this year.
Okay.
I'm calling
He
it this
predicted
year.
his fall off every year.
Well, I didn't predict it every year.
Well,
That
no,
was him.
the
He
thing
said
about
3
his
years
game
ago.
is that it don't really require a lot. He
What?
has to
What
pro-
made you say that though? You were just saying some
Just
shit.
based on
because of
age.
and
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
the
Stop
back
just
injury.
saying shit.
Based
And
on
he had the
He's
back
saying
injury.
it off his performance. You just talking.
Well, it was bold prediction episode.
And
Yeah, I'm just talking myself.
all he does is he just shoots threes. He occasionally, he has a game where he turns back the clock, and now he back posting up. But then
That's
you know,
usually when Giannis ain't playing.
yeah, and then he protects the rim. That's
He
really all he does.
gets the most shot contests in the NBA every season.
He just didn't eat the rim.
He just doesn't rebound, which is so crazy. For a dude that's 7 foot, that's standing on the rim, he gets the most shot contests, but he's not getting the damn rebound.
Well, that's right, because he's contesting the shots.
And you got Giannis on
No.
the team. Giannis
What do you mean
getting about
so?
12 to 13.
He's jumping to contest. You think he can see that he can
As
get
the
that?
center, you're supposed to contest shots
He
and
has
close.
fucking Giannis.
That don't mean shit.
What do you mean?
All the elite
Hey,
centers in the league do that.
This is unfair.
What do you-
Because
how is that
it's not like
unfair?
they give up a ton of offensive boards. They have one of the best rebounders in basketball on his backside.
But that don't excuse him having like 3
So-
rebounds in a game.
But you're acting as though him not getting those rebounds is detrimental to the team when someone else is getting
it
the
would
boards.
also help the team.
Giannis averages 14 a game.
That's fine, but it's still when you're the center, your job is to own
No,
the paint.
his
when
job
you're,
is to contest
no,
shots.
when you're the center, your job is to own the damn paint.
He does. He was DPOY runner-up.
Yes, but he's not fucking closing the possession.
They have Giannis, brother.
He does. They do.
have Giannis.
Big
That's
Mills, you're not
cool.
making sense, bro.
They have
How?
Giannis.
You still supposed to rebound the ball as a center.
Derek, you're blowing my mind right now.
How?
Because, okay, boom.
All the other bigs in the league, when they contest shots and they get the rebound, what is that?
But this is a thing that he does not need to do. They have one of the 3 best rebounders in the world on their team.
I guess. But
If we have proof, and I can look this up, the minutes without Giannis on the court and it's just Brook Lopez, you think they're getting out-rebounded then?
probably.
I don't believe they are.
Probably because Bobby Portis.
So what's the problem? They're never losing the rebounding battle. Why is it a problem?
I just want my.
He's contesting the most shots in basketball from the 3 and from the paint. If he's contesting a mid-range jumper, Derek, you think he has the wherewithal to be able with them big-ass feet to get back and get the rebound too? Or will he say, Giannis, you're a one-man fast break. Go get it. Run. It's the same thing. Steven Adams was one of the greatest rebounders in the league. His rebounding numbers were down with Russell Westbrook because it made sense for Russ to get the board and go. It's the same shit. Let Giannis be Giannis. Let his numbers be 30, 15, and 7. Get an MVP award, brother. I'm okay with getting 4 rebounds a game. And I don't think it's, what is the number? I don't think it's 4.
I don't know. I'm just saying. He do have games where sometimes he has like 3.
Y'all like mouse sauce on y'all chicken on the side.
On the side.
I like
No, actually, I like it on the chicken because
Me
I like
too.
to like smother it on.
I like it on the chicken.
Yeah, I
He
like it
averaged
on that
3.8 last year.
As a starting center, that's disgusting.
But again, he has Giannis, and then he has Bobby Portis.
I hate to be this guy. I'm on both sides because I get what you're saying, but it looks terrible.
In my
when you're-
mind, if it's not detrimental to the team, then it doesn't matter.
fuck all that.
And it's not.
When you're 7 foot, you should not be averaging
But he's
3.8.
contesting
Nobody wanna
three-pointers
hear that
more
shit.
than anybody been in
I-
basketball.
A lot of centers are still
I was
contesting
gonna
shots
say,
and they still rebound.
Jaron Jackson Jr. contests a lot of shots. He probably go out there and get about 4 boards.
And that's
You
not
want
good.
to know why?
That's not good.
Because he's
though.
got a backside rebounder.
Who?
Jaron Jackson
And-
did
and
not
his-
have a backside
And his
rebounder.
defensive player of the year
I'm just talking
one-
in general. He's never been,
He has Steven Adams.
But I mean, from the way I look at it from D Mill's point, there's definitely a lot of centers in the league that are 7 foot. I'm like,
his
you should be
favorite-
walking around
his
with more
favorite
than
guy,
4
Rudy
rebounds.
Gobert. He contests his shots at an elite
Rudy
level.
Gobert is an
It's like the
all-time
best in the
defender.
And then
world.
he also closes the possession. We
That's-
can even go even like a guy like Jared Allen. Jared Allen protects the rim, and he still gets
That's
you
the first
over 10
person-
boards a game.
Y'all conversation.
Bam Adebayo does
I
the
wanted
same
y'all
thing.
to cook,
Bam
but the
Adebayo's
first person
different.
that came to my mind was Jared Allen. He still finds a way.
But also, I'm just saying, it's unnecessary.
Every possession, he's
Anthony-
not contesting the shot.
Anthony Davis-
Every
But
possession.
he's the best in basketball.
that's cool.
That's
but
the
every
thing.
possession, he's not contesting the shot.
But still, Giannis is averaging 14 boards.
That's fine. Fuck Giannis. Take him
He's
out.
thank
never,
you.
Brook Lopez has never been like somebody we knew was getting 10 boards a game.
He's not. What you saying can be true, and we can still say he need to get more rebounds. There ain't no
I
problem with
think
that.
that's fair. I think that's fair.
all I'm saying. I'm on with both of y'all side.
But
When he's contesting the shot,
but
it's
Derek is
very
acting
hard.
like this is a super bad thing for the team.
No, he's going off
not.
for Brook Lopez. He's just
Yeah.
saying as a 7-footer. I didn't hear one time Derek said, man, they need to do that or they're going to lose a game. He just saying for him to be as big as he is, his ass need to get a couple more rebounds, which I agree. When you're saying he's
But for-
contesting the shot,
okay.
because he's fucking 7 foot,
But-
KB.
but
We're just
why,
talking
though?
basketball. What you mean? Mister, I want to be a coach. If you have a big-ass motherfucker on a team you coaching and he is 5th in the fucking rebound total, you're going to say, get your big goofy ass down there and fucking rebound.
But if we have Dennis Rodman,
you're not going to have Dennis Rodman. Giannis is not Dennis Rodman.
He averages 14 rebounds. He's not Dennis Rodman.
He's not Dennis Rodman.
He's one of the greatest rebounders in basketball.
He's not Dennis Rodman.
He's second in the league. He's not Dennis Rodman. Okay,
he's not Dennis
if I have Giannis.
He's not Dennis
If
Rodman.
I have Giannis and I have a dude that's averaging.
Regardless if you have Giannis or not, when you see a 7-foot center, you're going to say you should have more than 3 rebounds.
I agree with that.
Plain and simple. So what are we talking about?
But in the context of the team.
We're not talking about that.
Is that what we're talking about?
No, he was talking about. He said Brook Lopez should have more rebounds.
Okay.
He never said that the Bucks lose cause it, or that the Bucks ain't reaching their ceiling cause it. He's just making it. He's just saying, as a basketball fan, when he sees a 7-foot motherfucker and he sees 3 rebounds next to their name, he automatically, like most people who watch basketball, say, "Damn, he should have some more."
Sure.
That's all I was saying.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Especially since you say he contested the most shots. That means he's already at the damn rim.
But that also, it's not just the rim, though.
No, yeah.
He contested the most
all I'm
three-pointers,
saying
too.
is I'm on both sides because, if he's out launching at to contest a shot,
Also,
So
his numbers
I
are going to be
don't
lower
need-
because he's sitting at the perimeter. He's
I
not
don't
getting any
need Brook
offensive
Lopez
rebounds,
to
too.
average 20 rebounds, but I'm not going to lie. As a basketball person, anybody is going to look and say, whether you contest a shot or not, you ain't the only 7-footer that contest shots. You might contest the most in the NBA, but that don't mean you're the only one. They finding ways to get rebounds. You don't have. I'm not even saying that you have to rebound as much as them, but 3. Ain't no excuse in the book to justify 3 fucking rebounds for a 7-foot center. And that defense is one side of the basketball. Go get some offensive ones.
Well, he's sitting at the
motherfucker.
perimeter, too.
So he can go in there sometimes. I'll still see him get a hook in so he can attack.
That's not even just NBA level. That's all basketball
Every
level.
basketball level.
in my
We know
mind-
damn well we gonna see Hinsdale South play, and they got the tallest motherfucker. If Barrett is out there at 6'5", and the next motherfucker is 6 foot, I don't care if he shoot 8 threes a game. You should have more than 3 fucking rebounds.
In my mind, it's just in the context of the whole team. It doesn't matter whether he
Every
gets
conversation ain't in the context of the whole team.
Y'all made y'all point, and I said
we
I
made our
agree.
point.
But I'm just going back to what I was saying. In the context of the team, him getting 3.7 rebounds per game doesn't fucking matter.
Shit, they need to do something. That when they ain't got no championship in a while. The first round exits. Go rebound.
That was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago they won.
No,
3
it
years
wasn't
ago.
2
3 years ago they won.
3 years is a long time.
In basketball, winning the
Oh
championship.
no,
3 years ago was still,
but they went and got Dame Lillard.
That was
They
last
ain't a
year.
perfect team. That's all I'm saying.
They're
They're
very
not a
far away
perfect
from
team.
that.
They're not no dynasty
But
where it's like
the rebounding is one of the bottom things that I'm worried about for them.
Yeah, that's fine. But we were talking about Brook Lopez. I want to see Brook Lopez have more than 3 rebounds.
So if he has 7 rebounds per game, we're like, oh, you had a great
That would be a
season.
lot better than 3.
I mean, yeah.
Would you
But
rather?
I don't think our conversation around Brook Lopez has changed if he averages 7 versus 3. He's still,
but
he's still a player that we look at.
I'm going to be like, that's much better than 3.
Yep.
I'm not sitting around
That's
talking
fair.
about Brook Lopez regardless anyway. But
I guess today.
if his name come up and I see 3, I'm going to be like, that's better. Shit.
They had a lineup.
No, Wendell got y'all boots. You was feeling that because that got y'all DeMar.
And that got us bet the number 2 seed. Number
Yeah,
1 seed
you was
in the
feeling
East.
that. Mo Bamba don't get y'all none of that shit.
Actually, give me Mo Bamba then, because I'm fucking tired of Vucevic.
Vooch sucks.
You know what's bothering me, Derek?
What?
Vuce to have a good game, which he did against the
Literally like
Cavs, I
3
want to
years
say.
ago, right?
And people tweeting me, see, Vucevic is like, no. You took a 1-game sample size out of 56 of them.
He's had some games.
If he
sometimes.
gives me 20 and 12, I'm not patting him on the back, brother. We traded for you to do that. That was your stats. You have a 2-week stretch where you looking like the version we paid for. Congratulations, my boy, but come on, bro, that ain't enough.
Hey,
Why do people come to Chicago and we don't get the version we signed up for?
but I was about to say,
When you trade for a 30-year-old center
Magic
that's shooting
Vucevic
career
had
high.
a different swag
But
to him,
like
bro.
just like that, just a year before, Magic Vucevic to me, I think I had him 3rd center in
Bro,
the league
he
when we did our ranking.
was a monster, bro.
A monster, score, rebound,
When the
pass.
whole offense was ran through.
Yes, yes.
They weren't going to do that in Chicago.
He's never had an opportunity to do that here in Chicago.
And he's probably never going to get it again.
The Magic.
No,
made
but I
out
think if you
like
put
crazy.
Nikola Vucevic on the damn Suns, I think he'd be a lot better of a player.
I think they're good with Nurkic. Nurkic does everything that they.
Holy
No.
shit, bro.
I'm just saying.
Holy
no.
shit.
I'm just
I
saying.
get it.
Vooch-
You like him.
No, that's not that.
But I'm just saying, what I'm saying has nothing to do with Nurkic. You
No,
don't even have to mention him.
no,
I'm just saying, if Vucevic was on a team like that, bro, it don't have nothing to do with Nurkic. I'm
No.
not saying nothing about your boy. I
No,
know he
I'm
played
not
with
either.
Dame.
I'm
He
not-
probably got a tattoo with him.
I'm just saying Vooch wouldn't fit the mold of what the Suns would want him to do. So he might. You would probably look
What
at him
the
and say
fuck
he's
is Nurkic doing
He's
that
rebounding
Vucevic
and
can't?
defending and blocking shit. Like he does all the other
Who
stuff.
is he defending?
Nurkic is a very solid defender. He's always been a solid defender.
Vucevic can be a solid defender.
No, he's never been a solid
He
defender.
could be as solid as
Especially
Nurkic,
when you talk about rim
as solid
protection.
as Nurkic is being. He can be that.
I'm gonna say there's not no big difference between them. Like Nurkic is not moving how he used to a couple years ago.
What the Suns are benefiting from Nurkic is a big ass body
Yeah.
that sets some of the best screens of basketball. Vucevic can't replicate that.
Vucevic is going to be a better passer. Vucevic is going to be able to shoot more reliably.
Marginally, yeah.
Marginally, with them, he's going to be don't look at him what he's doing with the Bulls.
No,
the Bulls are weak.
I'm more
The Suns are
crediting what
good.
Nurkic has done passing, not really Vucevic.
Nurkic, I like Nurkic, but when you talking about defender, like, we ain't going to sit up here and act like he anchoring some shit for them.
But I'm not saying Vooch is nowhere near the defender of Nurkic.
Okay.
I didn't mark it out.
Are the Suns' success in the playoffs dependent on what he's doing defensively?
Probably yes. You need your anchor to defend them.
So
defend the paint.
okay,
Yes.
okay. So is that why you're not taking him against the Clippers? Because
never-
his ass can't do shit defensively.
Wait, what?
You're taking the Clippers over the Suns. Is it because he ain't you're not trusting his defensive ability?
No, I took them because of Kawhi, Paul George, and James Harden. I just think they had a better three.
Okay. I'm just asking a question. Because shit, if you get me Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant with this dude's defense, how you making it seem? I feel confident. Right?
I wonder what the numbers
Right?
look like.
I mean, Bradley Beal.
Wouldn't you? If you got Bradley Beal, I give you a hypothetical that they always healthy.
I'm just saying. I think
You got
they're
Kevin Durant.
Said that he was way better at defense. I didn't think it was like that big of a gap.
I don't think it's that big of a gap either.
Yeah.
But it is. I think Nurkic is better for sure. But is it a huge difference? Make it seem like we're going from Rudy Gobert to
No, I'm just saying. I just thought Nurkic was a better fit, more so than Vooch.
But I'm telling you that I started the conversation off there telling you don't even think about him. It has nothing to do with Nurkic. I wasn't comparing them. I'm saying you put Vucevic on a team that has Devin Booker, those type of players. I told you from the get-go, the first thing I said, bro, don't even think about Nurkic. I get he played with Dame. I get you like him. But it was
That
never
had
a
nothing to do with- that
comparison.
had
So
nothing to
why
do
you
with
keep
anything.
getting stuck on going over to Nurkic?
I just wouldn't like Vooch on the Suns.
Well,
Because
that-
that's Nurkic spot.
No,
But hey, if you would have said that from the get go, then that would have been a much better argument. You kept bringing Nurkic in there. Your main point wasn't I don't like Vucevic. It was like Nurkic. That was the first thing you said. But Nurkic, what he doing over
I
there?
was just thinking about the switch.
I was just giving up a hypothetical. It ain't gonna happen. Vucevic is gonna be on the Bulls.
I kind of like the conversation though. In 2023, 2024, would you rather have Yusuf Nurkic or Nikola Vucevic?
What team am I?
Don't matter. It's you, Pierre.
If no, it matter what team I'm on, because neither one of them.
I'd probably take
I'm not-
Vucevic.
I think the defense might be the determining factor.
I am going to give Derek this. I just from an efficiency, from the number standpoint, I know it goes all into team and different shit like that too. Nurkic is a way better. Nurkic is a way better defender. I'll give you that credit. I just looked it up.
I like
saying.
that.
But I'm going off my eyes.
Yeah, I was just
but
going
the
off
numbers
eyesight.
are saying it's a much different. I'll give you the specifics.
You talking?
I give credit.
On off numbers, or what we talk about?
This is
Dunks and threes, EPM.
his defensive
EPM?
estimate plus defensive
It's gotta be
estimated plus
positive,
minus.
right?
It's a 1.9,
It's gotta be
which is
positive.
which is 92 percentile for Nurkic.
Mm-hmm.
Vucevic is a negative 0.6, which is a 48 percentile.
Bad year.
Who would I take in 2023, 2024? I am going to take.
I think it's Nurkic, bro.
Man, it really depends on my team. Give me
does.
give me Vucevic though.
Because I think Nurkic.
I agree with you actually,
Mm-hmm.
in the sense of I prefer Nurkic with the Suns because he's going to be a dirty work guy.
Yeah, you would probably look
What
at him
the
and say
fuck
he's
is Nurkic doing
He's
that
rebounding
Vucevic
and
can't-
defending and blocking shit. Like he does.
What bad teams are now creeping up? Are the
The
Pistons
Spurs.
still bad? Are the Pistons better?
I'm sorry, Pistons.
And what
fans.
good teams are switching positions?
So I think the Magic will be a much better team. I know they're not a bad team, but they're like the 8th, 9th seed.
That's what
right
they
You
are
said
right
the
now.
Magic?
Yeah.
That's
the
what they are
Magic.
right now.
No, they're right there right now, but I think they'll be more of the upper seed.
So when y'all say that though, y'all now have to give me a team in the East who's falling. Everybody can't rise.
Probably the Knicks.
Why the fuck would the Knicks fall?
Probably the Knicks.
It would be the Knicks.
Why?
I just when I look at the pool of talent, I think the other teams might just end up getting better than them. I think they'll be okay.
I think that's fair.
I think the Pacers will eventually be better than them. They have the better player in Tyrese Halliburton.
No.
The Magic.
No, I'm not. You
Paolo's
can't
gonna-
sign me up for the Pacers. No.
Paolo Banchero.
Are we what? Are we 3 years in the future
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
The Pacers?
Yes. The Pacers.
What the hell do the Pacers have right now that's making you think
I
in
just
3
said-
years they'll
I
be
just
better than
literally
Knicks?
said it, Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton by himself don't just prump him up like that,
But
bro.
he's gonna also be much better than what he is now.
How so?
What do you mean? How so? He's still a young guard that's gonna progress and get better.
That's
He's
not
already,
how that. That's,
he's already one of the
that's
best
not how
guards
that
in the
goes.
league.
That's not how that goes. Tyrese Halliburton can be the same exact player and still would be elite. You just don't get
And
better.
then
And better.
look-
At some point, he's going to stop.
Then Benedict Mathurin's also gonna progress. They have young talent that
He's
is gonna
progressing into what?
a very good NBA player to where
The Knicks have a lineup of that.
they do. But 3 years from now, that lineup may not look the same. We don't know what we're gonna get from.
I'm
Julius
saying the
Randle. He
same
might be
thing.
okay.
I'm saying the same thing for the Pacers.
I still think that
What-
their potential is higher than the
We
Knicks.
can lean more on what the Knicks have showed us way more of legitimately real talent
They were
than
really a
what the
first-
Pacers
yeah.
did. You're
But
doing
they
a
were
bunch of
first-round
projecting.
exit last year.
Who?
The Knicks.
No, they were not. What playoffs did you fucking watch?
Oh no, it was the second one.
Okay. Okay.
They lost with
Okay.
AC. They lost with
Okay.
AC.
Okay.
They didn't lose with AC.
Who the Pacers lose to? Oh.
They didn't make it because they got was hurt.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Where are the Pacers right now?
The 6th seed,
Oh, where are the Knicks right now?
the 4th seed.
Oh.
The way
Ain't
I've
that
been
big of a
looking
gap
at it,
though.
But the Knicks are losing players. You just talked about losing players. We don't have OG or Julius Randle.
OG ain't even guaranteed to be there.
He's guaranteed to be there. He
What-
literally said
now
he's
what are we
gonna
talking
take-
about? Are we talking about 3 years in the future? Or we talking about right now? Because y'all didn't came back to now. I was
just
enjoying
going-
the 3
I'm
years in the
just showing
future
him his
talk.
inconsistencies and points. And 3 years from now, who's better? The Pacers or the Knicks, based off what you know and what you can predict. Listen, I don't want to disrespect nobody. I love Tyrese Halliburton, but you're not going to sit up here and pretend he's LeBron James. They have Tyrese Halliburton, so
Never
they're just
said
going to
he
be
was
the best
LeBron
team
James.
in the league.
No, I did not. I said that he's going to get better, so therefore the team is going to get better.
So with that logic, Jalen Brunson is going to continue to get better.
Jalen Brunson's already an old guard.
How old is Jalen Brunson?
he's like
28,
26, 27.
I think it's like 28.
I'm hearing 28. I'm hearing 26.
He's 28.
We can't.
There's
We
no way
saying it
Jalen
like we
Brunson
can't
is
just
my age.
put this man
There's
name
no
in there.
way he's my age.
Jalen Brunson
Jabari Parker is my age.
is 27 in 180 days.
So he's about, okay.
So he's 27.
halfway.
27 and a half.
27 and a half.
So in 3 years, he'd be 30.
Still basically his prime.
I'm taking Jalen Brunson at 30. I'm not going to sit up here and act like he's 30 right now and he's going to be 33. He's going to be damn good. And Halliburton is going to be what age?
Oh,
Probably like 24.
27. I would probably.
Oh, yeah,
guess.
he is a little bit older, yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton at this moment in time is 23. His birthday is this week. Happy birthday. So it'll be 24 this week. I think I enjoyed the conversation because I think both of y'all have rational ideas behind it. I've said this about the
KB.
Pacers before.
What's his rational thinking?
Younger team progressively gets better. I think that's rational.
But he named me two guys.
This is what I'm about to say though.
He ain't even say Jarris Walker.
The Pacers are a team that like I look at their young core and I'm not extremely excited about it at face value. Jarris Walker's a guy we have not seen play. We don't know where he'll be in 3 years. Benedict Mathurin's playing a lot better now that Buddy Hield is gone. But then again, what is his ceiling? Tyrese Halliburton, the fact that he's an all-NBA guard is enough for me to say, like, good young core. But the rest after that is just a bit wishy-washy.
That's what I was saying.
That's why
too.
I'm asking you. What do you think Benedict Mathurin is? When you say, man, they got Benedict Mathurin. What is he?
Is he all-star level? At least
I don't know if he's
from what you
all-star
can
level,
gauge.
but I don't know how to truly gauge how good he's going to be. But I know,
So
but I
how
feel like
could you
he's going to
confidently name him over what the
because
Knicks
I
got,
think he's
bro?
shown us signs of being very good.
Do you think he's going to be as good of a player as OG Anunoby?
He won't be the defender of OG.
Do you think he's going to be as good of a player?
Yes.
And you always.
Yes.
Do you think he's going to be good as a player as Julius Randle?
No, not multiple All NBAs. No.
Julius Randle's not on the team in 3 years. So yeah,
player-
that's how we should tackle this. Because obviously, like Isaiah Hartenstein, Josh Hart, these are guys that can be on one team one
Miles Turner was just on my free agency list. Is he going to be a Pacer?
Who are the staples 3 years in the future? For the Pacers, we can say that Tyrese
Tyrese.
Halliburton,
And Benedict
Mathurin.
Give me Tyrese.
Pascal
Andrew-
Siakam is probably going to
Yeah.
sign
Give
his
me-
extension.
That's the name you didn't
Andrew
mention.
Nembhard.
Give me. I don't know. I want Nembhard. Man.
He said Nembhard is like a staple.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Nembhard is the guy that when you have to pay everybody,
Uh-huh.
Nembhard is the guy that say, well, I could go over here and get this. You're going to pay Pascal Siakam money.
Those are two staples. For the Knicks, it's like Jalen Brunson.
OG Anunoby.
No.
We'll see.
I would think-
how
I would think they do
I don't think
everything-
he's a guaranteed staple. He's not even signed to an extension yet.
He
could
they literally traded because the man wants to be in New York and is going to take.
The reason I would say yes is because I feel like they doing everything in their power to keep OG
That's
on that
like
team,
kind of
bro.
it though.
You know,
That's like kind of it. Like if Julius Randle got traded in the offseason, none of us was like, oh my God, there's no way. You know what I'm saying? I think
That's true.
I think it's 2-2 as far as for sure staples. You can say like borderline staple is Miles Turner. He spent his
I
entire
damn near
career
want
there.
to. I was gonna say I damn near want to give them Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Even though the contract ain't lengthy because he seems like he could be a lifer and he
Yes.
fits Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
So I'll give them Miles Turner.
I think the Magic in a few years are going to be better than the Knicks. Paulo and Franz. I think those.
Who's their
two-
guard in 3 years?
I think they'll figure that out. I don't know who the legit point
So
guard
everybody get the benefit of that except the Knicks. They gonna just figure it out.
I think his rationalization, and you tell me if I'm wrong, is just like the Knicks are a team that are primed for the now, and
Yeah.
you're picking teams that are young with
And
the
we're going to progress.
Paolo
to be
should
better.
be better.
And
Yeah.
my
Franz should be
argument is
better.
that is it's not as
you're linear.
black and white is that. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's
They're
just
not
not.
like 2K.
I don't
It's
know.
just not.
Last year,
Tyrese Halliburton's an All NBA player. This could be the best year of his career. That's just how the NBA works out. You don't just go, oh, and he All NBA next year. He gonna be MVP. It don't go like that. It just doesn't. I'm sorry.
I think for certain, I think Tyrese is in